on Film 4, sponsored by Kasuma, a casino.
And then there was a bright light. This is them, if you want to get in touch.
Thank you. There is nothing on this.
Ah, sorry, that's the wrong piece of paper. Here you go.
Dawn and Arthur. Thank you.
Textbook crap.
Sorry.
No way.
Sorry.
You, trying to decapitate him, mate?
Yeah, it's a bit slippery.
Just kidding. Good game, good game.
Cheers,
Really,
thank
really
you.
good.
Come on, you prick!
Yeah.
It's been a while since I...
Hey, I would never have known.
Thank
Any news about the...
Doesn't look like it, no.
That's annoying.
Just thought it'd be good to try and, you know, do something to take my mind off it.
Sure, for sure, yeah.
Oh, you rhino! I love it!
What is Giles actually doing?
Oh, he's gonna upload it online to try and work on our game, but it's really just more banter, additional banter.
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah, as well. Nothing... Yeah. Nothing's
Yeah,
changed.
that's it, mate. Feast on the dick, man.
Like with do you remember your yogurt?
Yeah,
you used to
you
do a
used to
thing?
hide my yogurt.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like that. It's just a bunch of guys having some fun.
I mean, is there any way that I could speak to him? Just because it feels strange that, you know, he's out there doing stuff and I just want to help, basically, if there's anything I can do. Well, I don't think it has helped, to be honest, because now no one seems to want to print anything. Well, except them, but they basically said she's autistic, which is just wrong. We can't just say borderline before something that's not true. That doesn't make it okay if you know, understand my meaning. was serving up this soup, for example, that I'm trying to make now, and I said that it was borderline vegetarian, that would be a lie. Because there's ham in it. Ham in it, yeah. Hello, hi. My sister's gone missing. This is what she looks like. It was on the canal boat.
Sorry.
Last time I saw her, she was travelling that way, so I just thought people, you know, who live around this area might
I'll keep a lookout.
see something. In fact, can I give you a few, just to hand out to your friends? I'm her brother. It's also on Facebook and Twitter as well.
What is it looking at this like a bomb?
With like some purpose, you know, some kind of...
Chill out.
We're wasting money on silly things like cardboard.
The boat's supposed to be for us to take trips together.
I can walk faster than the boat, Dad.
We don't need to go very far. I just need to get out of the centre.
She doesn't like our friends. She doesn't like communication. But do what reminds. She needs her own space to grow herself. She's just sitting here doing nothing. It's no good for her. Dad!
Yes. You just talk about this when I'm in the shower.
Always an excuse. I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm having a shower. I'm not asking you again, Zach.
Fuck's sake.
What, do you want me to do the washing up, or...?
Well, partly yes, it's everything.
Well, you want me
It's
to do the washing up?
Well, yes, when you use our crockery,
Well,
please
I'm not
could
going
you
to do
wash
the
it
washing
up
up
and put it
because
up?
you've got a dishwasher, so it doesn't
Well,
make sense.
put it in the dishwasher. Empty the dishwasher.
Yes, Your Majesty.
No, not Your Majesty, Alice. It's not just the Queen who doesn't want to find a half-eaten sandwich by the toilet, is it?
All right, I'll do the washing up then.
It's not even the point. Don't eat all of the tomatoes from Ava's tomato plant that she's been growing for 8 months. Don't use her basil to make a collage. Don't order a pizza and then leave it on the stairs. I did a transcript as well for his records and just some similar cases for reference.
I thought you said you didn't find anything.
No, I didn't, but I just thought, you know, because he's a detective, he might be able to...
I'm all right for tea, thanks, Zach.
Okay, I might just put it on anyway. You know, Robbie might want something.
Okay.
Can you see the sugar anywhere?
It's just there, behind you. Just
Pardon?
there.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry.
The last person Alice called was you. That was the day before they left. Then it seems like they both turned their phones off shortly after. They haven't turned them back on again. Now, the reason we're taking this into consideration is it looks like quite a deliberate thing on their part. Both turned their phones off roughly at the same time. The GPS puts them right by the canal, very close to where the boat was moored. Now, I know you don't want to hear this, yeah, but just for reference, about 40% of missing persons who are found do not want to make contact with the people who are looking for them.
Okay, but, I mean, that's not... They might have just been turning their phones off so they're not staring at them for 2 weeks. I mean, I do that sometimes if I'm going on holiday.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yes.
I mean, it seems like quite a leap, don't you think?
It's just one thing to consider.
Sure, but I just think it's quite a speculative interpretation of the evidence that you're providing me with.
No, you're right. I mean, no, it doesn't prove anything. But this is the only, you know, it's the only real piece of news that we have, so I wanted to come here and tell you in person. Megan told me you've been having quite a hard time.
Well, no, I mean, it's not that. It's just that obviously I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what the progress is. You know, I don't need you to be here in person. I just need to know that you're doing something.
No,
I need to, you know, because it's so vague.
Yeah, that's all that we have at the moment. Okay, I'm afraid.
Can we not send a helicopter out or something?
No, because we would have to justify that, and we can't justify.
We haven't found them yet. That seems like quite a good reason to me.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not how it plays out.
It's not possible.
No, it's not how it plays out in the real world. Yeah.
Well, what is the real world? in which you seem to think that we're living in. Because the world that I'm living in is a world where we do every single thing we could possibly do to solve this case.
Yeah, we are doing every single...
And what you've done is you've emailed a phone company, which is something that I could have done.
No, we've done many more things than that, you know. And I know that in the bubble, where you are, this seems like time is running very slowly, but actually in the real world, time isn't. It's running much faster. And so, you know, you're going to have to just ease back a bit.
I have good news.
Oh, yeah?
Alice is moving out.
Is she?
Yeah, what? Today? Finally, we can have some space.
How long's it been now?
22 months. Having a nice brother-sister chat. It's gonna be a fantastic day, Luz.
Well, congratulations.
Hello? It's Mum's ghost. She says she doesn't want me to live on the boat.
Stop pissing about.
She says, you are not a good man.
This is actually Caledonian Road, which goes all the way down to King's Cross. If you ever want to visit, it's really easy. It's like basically about a 5-minute walk. Hop on. Here you go. I know it seems dark at first, but after like a couple of weeks, your eyes start to sort of acclimatise. Just hold it down for 5 seconds. Can you stop singing? Fold out chairs if you're entertaining people. Basically just like this. The switch is broken, so you just need to... So one thing is that there's no toilet on the boat, but obviously there's a nice pub just down the road. There's like plenty of bushes just further down the towpath. That's bilge down there. And just when the bilge level gets too high... Okay, so driving-wise, put this on here. All you have to remember is to do the opposite of what you want to do, okay? So if you want to turn it right, then you push it this way. You listening? And then if you want to push it left, then obviously... Alice? So, okay, so if you want to turn left, which way do you push it?
Left.
No, you push it right. Face the front, face the front. So this is intuitive. Forwards is forwards, backwards is backwards. This is counterintuitive. Right is left, left is right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Just let's not do driving for now. So which way do we turn this? At the moment it's on 1, which is to the left, now that the engine's on. For fuck's sake, Alice, can you look at this, please? If you're trying to turn the engine off, you pull this up, very easy, and the engine turns off. Do you want to see if you can carry that? Hey Alice, it's Zach. Hope you're having a good first night in your new home. Obviously, if you need anything or any help with anything, just give me a call. And so, about the rent, I had a chat with Ava, and we thought maybe $300 a month would be a reasonable rate. You know, on the one hand, it's a boat, on the other hand, you are in Islington, so well, I think it's a bargain, actually. Let me know if you think you'll be able to manage that, and if you get cold, there's a spare duvet in the cupboard. Cool. Okay, bye. Hello, my name is Zach Pratt. I'm looking for my younger sister, Alice Pratt. She was last seen heading northwest on the Regent's Canal from Camden Lock on a green and red narrowboat called the Margaret Rose. She was with her boyfriend, Toby Clark. I've started this website, www.findalice.com, because I'm certain that with your help, we can get this all wrapped up very quickly. I don't want to cause anyone any trouble, but if you're going for a walk, you're by the canal, you see these people, please get in touch.
It's an interesting idea. The one thing I'd say is that obviously all this information is already out there on the internet.
I understand that. I just thought that, you know, maybe this could be a way of increasing our outreach.
You know, if you want to make a formal complaint, there is a procedure for that. Obviously, if I transfer, it will slow the case down.
I don't want you to transfer, Robbie. I want us to just get on with it now. It's just the little things, you know? Like, obviously, you need to eat, I understand that, but you turn up with a massive sandwich, a ham hock and whatever that is, it just seems like a decadent choice to me. That's not the sandwich of a man who's killing himself to solve this case.
We understand what you're trying to do. We just don't want you to have any false expectations.
Most of the people I know, they watch videos of bicycle kicks and celebrities and dogs that can talk, you know, things like that. They do not click on videos like this.
This is the lock where they went through in Camden, and then the last time that I saw them, they were heading off in that direction towards Paddington. So if anyone has any information, please do let me know. www.findalice.com. Starting off in London, and eventually I want to cover the entire Regent's Canal. I've got the PDF of these posters up on the website. It would really, really help me out if some of you could print your own, especially if you live by the water. By now, if they were averaging, let's say, 4 miles an hour, 10 hours a day, you know, 40 miles a day, we're talking over 300 miles they could have travelled. So the radius of the circle within which we're looking is getting larger by the day, and the search is getting more and more difficult. And what I'm hoping for is some kind of lead that means we can shrink that circle down and just sort of target our search. I'm kind of compromising a little bit and deciding to go for sort of one batch of posters every 5 miles or so, sometimes a bit more, sometimes a bit less if it's hard to find somewhere to park. I just can't, I mean, a boat does not just vanish into thin air, it's impossible.
I think she's depressed anyway.
She's not
like
depressed,
an
that's the
heavy
problem.
sack.
She's not depressed enough. That's what she's like when she's happy.
What do you mean she's not depressed enough? You're sadistic.
No, I just think that possibly a healthy amount of depression might kick her into, you know, action. Whereas at the moment,
I
she's
think
too
you're
content.
crazy. I think
she is a pig in shit.
He's a strange fish, is what they say.
Yeah.
And he doesn't understand you, I don't think. And he keeps saying, get a job, get a job. It's not easy.
I don't want one.
It's the recession.
I know.
It's so difficult.
Are you sure you wouldn't prefer one of your friends to do it? Just because I'm not sure I'm the best person for the
No,
job.
Alice, you are perfect. This is why I ask you, because I trust you. It would be fun. It's not really a job, but you will get paid.
I'm not sure I'd be comfortable taking money for it. I mean, I'd consider doing it anyway, if it's helpful.
Alice! Come on. It's so nice that we can be with her, because she's old, you know. Ciao, Nonna. There she is. How are you?
Ciao, Bella.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Beanie qui.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tricky because obviously I want to do it in a way that she would like.
So you mean something romantic?
Well, yeah, romantic, but also, you know what Ava's like. She'd think of a really clever way to, you know, like...
So something quirky?
Well, not quirky. She doesn't like the word quirky, but...
Oh, right.
So, yeah, I was wondering, like, if she'd said anything or...
About what?
Or just that she likes, or, you know, how she imagines it, I suppose. Just because, I mean, you're quite arty, aren't you? I just assumed that... You seem... Because I'm just looking for ideas, basically.
Right, sorry, can I...
Yes, and I just thought maybe you might have... she might have said something... relevant to...
Well,
I was thinking of baking a cake.
Okay.
Like putting a ring in a cake, but I've never been very good at baking cakes.
I mean, people do all sorts now, don't they? You know, they might like write songs or a poem or... Do you know my friend Sam?
No.
He proposed with a crossword. So they both really like doing crosswords, him and his girlfriend, or now fiancé, and he made up his own, and the answer spelled out, "Will you marry me?" question mark.
Yes.
And also, he couldn't afford a ring because they're both artists, so he just got a sweet, you know, like, you know, one of those Haribo ones that are like a ring. So he just put one of those in a box.
That's a bit.
No, I know.
think I'll be.
Yeah. No, I know.
That's very...
No, but the reason I mention it is because I mentioned it to Ava, and she really liked it.
Is she?
Yeah, she thought it was really sweet.
Take the second exit to M52. At the roundabout, take the third exit onto B1353. Continue on M5 for 89 miles. Turn right onto A635. Turn off at junctions left. Continue A580 for 7 miles. Turn right, continue down the N5 for 89 miles. Turn right onto A635. Turn off at junctions left. Bear left. Continue A580 for 7 miles. 39 miles. Turn right onto A635. Turn off at junctions left. Bear left. Continue A580 for 7 miles. Turn around at the end.
I don't know if you're familiar with the paradox of Achilles and the tortoise, but the idea is that, you know, every time Achilles moves one step, the tortoise moves like a smaller step, and so Achilles keeps getting closer, but the tortoise, you know, what is it? It's Achilles is faster than the tortoise, but if you use logic to look at it, then the tortoise is also moving. But you just catch him, wouldn't you, if you... For some reason, if you look at it logically, he never catches up. I can't remember how the maths works. The tortoise has a head start. I think that's the key, is that the tortoise has a head start, so that even though Achilles is much faster than a tortoise, because the tortoise is always moving and is also quite small, I can't remember how it works, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm Achilles and Alice is the tortoise.
I get it. Alice?
Howard, how are you?
Hey, look who it is. You remember, don't you, from school?
Yeah, great to see you.
No way! No fucking way! Come over here! Come over here right now! Come over here!
You're in New York!
Oh, this is Alice, everybody.
Hello.
Go on, everyone, let's get us playing on the road.
Sorry. Ready? Did you make it?
Sorry.
Thousand colors in the sky, shining over you and I. I feel bad, and I know we fight, but I will try to make things right. I want to be good to you. If you feel the same way that I do, would you be satisfied if I told you I cried? The day that I leave is the day I die.
Hello?
Hi, are you at Howard and Adrian's party?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
All right, cool, because I think I left my phone in the toilet. Well, yeah, you're holding it. My name's Toby.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry
I can't
about
believe you
it.
had to wait here. The fucking bus,
fine.
honestly, just... It just went. It just took off like in totally the wrong direction. Like it went to It was. I honestly think it was on its way to Wembley. So I'm Toby, by the way.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, that's my phone.
Yes.
That's my phone. I should thank you. Like if I should get you a drink or something. I mean, not like get you a drink, but like you know,
no, I'd love. Yeah.
coffee or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look. You know, we'll do that.
Anyway.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Thanks, Alice. See you soon.
Bye.
Toby is, I think, a sort of similar height to me, about 5'10". Brown hair, mousy brown hair, and a sort of normal face. So if anyone has seen a small girl of about 25 or a man with brown hair and a normal face who's about my height, please get in touch. You know, I'm just here keeping the Christmas spirit alive. Christmas is, after all, a time of hope. That's what this is all about, is hope and not giving in. So I wish you all the very best for the festive season. I'll be staying in touch throughout with postcards, if you like, from the canal. Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon, ladies. Sorry to interrupt. I have an announcement to make, which is that I found a time machine at a local shop, and I was having a bacon sandwich this morning, and I suddenly realised that I absolutely hate my job. And so I'm going to quit, and I'm going to come here, I'm going to help you run the shop, Ava. And I know what you're thinking, but it isn't just a hula hoop, it is a time machine, and you and I, Ava, we can travel back in time. And we should go back to the time when we were first going out, and it was magical, and it was easy, and it was beautiful, and we believed in it, and it was new because we were new. And I've thought about what you said, and you're right, this is the most important thing in life. And will you marry me?
You go mad.
No, I'm feeling actually incredibly sane.
That's really romantic.
It's romantic,
Come in,
thank you.
propose me with hula hoops.
It's not a hula hoop, it's a time machine and an engagement ring, so... Okay. We can go forwards to the future.
Zach, I don't
where...
want to go to the fucking future, okay? Plus, I don't know about us at the moment. I'm thinking about everything. This is the
Well, don't just
wrong
say that like
timing.
incredibly calmly. Don't just incredibly calmly say you're not sure about us when I'm standing in a time machine.
2 minutes, I'll be with you.
Sorry,
Zach,
I didn't go that.
go home and have a cup of tea.
Well, actually, I've got an afternoon meeting, so I'll probably go to my afternoon meeting, if that's all right with you, Ava.
We'll find you something similar, a
Fucking
smaller
hell.
size.
Let's just all pick on the guy who works in finance.
Just bad timing, Zach. That's all. I'm sorry. It's very sweet, but now is not the time, okay?
It's the last time I take your advice. Lucy, don't ignore me. Lucy, fuck this.
Here?
Perfect.
Yes.
What do you want? Do you want beer?
Do you like candles?
Yeah, definitely. Do you like forests?
Yeah. Do you like pubs?
Obviously. No. It's so cool that you live on a boat.
Oh, it isn't.
I would really like to see it. I'd really
worried you
Oh,
won't
can I see
like
it, please?
it,
Can I see it?
Okay, but you have to promise you won't mind if it stinks.
Oh, I don't care about that, honestly. What's your favourite film?
Jurassic Park?
What?
That's... Why have you got that thing then?
Oh, that's good too.
What language is that?
Polish.
Films in other languages, I just find it so strange that you can just tell what the story is. Just from like... just what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
You know, like you don't understand the words, but you understand the...
Yes.
Just the message of it.
Yeah.
I just don't know about you, but I much prefer foreign films.
Yeah.
I just find it much too obvious being able to just hear everything that's going on, and, like, just understanding. Like, why do you want to know what people are saying, like, in a film?
I know.
Do you think that as well?
Yeah, I do think it.
You're the first person who's ever thought that.
Have I?
That's so cool that we both think that. Oh man, I'm so tired. What are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh, brilliant. Cool. Okay. See you in the morning then.
Okay.
Good night. Night.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I brought you these.
I don't need those.
I'll leave them there.
Washed up on the shores of
Please can you help me find my mummy?
Where's she gone?
She disappeared on the boat.
She disappeared on the boat?
Yeah. I'm getting tired of it.
Getting tired of it?
Yeah. I think we should just give up.
You what?
I think we should just give up.
Why?
Because it's too hard.
honey, I am only human. Why else would I put you through hell? Through hell. Through hell. So please forget me, darling, forget me, darling, do. Forget me, darling, I won't run home to you. Please forget me, darling, forget me, darling, do. Be brave.
So, what happened to your mum?
And Zach found her in the bathroom, and she was on the floor.
Please forget me, darling, do. Please forget me, darling, do. Please forget me, darling, do. Please forget me, darling, do.
Hello, it's Zach Pratt. Sorry for the long silence. I've just been taking a couple months off to process everything and try to work out a system, but the search is back on. The website has a new interface, it's more user-friendly. It has a new look, which I hope you all agree is pretty swish. I've got my rucksack on, I've got posters in the bag, the t-shirt is clean, and I can get shots from in trees.
Get out of that tree!
Ooh. It's waterproof, so I can literally dunk it down into the canal. So the content on the website is going to be fantastic. Please share this with your friends. Get on Twitter, post it on Facebook. No more doom and gloom. I want this to be a positive, optimistic adventure of hope. Let's do this!
That's Will Smith, the Hollywood actor. I don't know, it's just something about him I like. And then my cousin said I should do one, and I don't really know why I had this idea, but like Will Smith is a playing card, so that's Will Smith, but he's now the Jack of Diamonds. I was going to do another one of Jeffrey as the king, but it'd be like a week's work, and I don't know whether I've sort of got another one in me, to be honest. That's you. You can see that the sun was going down, so the red is the sunset behind you. And, yeah.
Thank you.
There was a period where there were questions, you know, about kind of autism or some kind of anxiety disorder. They weren't sure what it was. Not sort of claustrophobia or schizophrenia, like, I mean, the conclusion was that she is just an unusual person, you know, and some people are like that. Some people just don't fit in the way the rest of us do. I used to say, you know, that there's a few sandwiches short of a picnic, and then there's Alice, which is I don't have any sandwiches at all. What am I doing standing in a field?
Just over here.
Just over here, yeah, it was up here.
Sue's that black, something really looked like hair. And I found this.
That looks like just sort of old food in a bag. Do you think it was a dog or something? I don't have any talents in the way that some people kind of feel like, oh, I'll definitely be a singer when I grow up, or I'll definitely be a tennis champion. You know, I'm not Roger Federer. I'm not Ronan Keating, you know. Life and death. Happy birthday, Alice. Well, just because nothing's come through yet, and I know the Nonna stuff doesn't cover the whole rent, but I was wondering, like...
It's just generosity.
Well, just is it going to be a problem, basically?
To be honest, no.
Have you had a chance to sort of look for any other work?
Like what?
Well, ideally something permanent, but if you're trying to juggle the granny stuff with it at the same time, then...
Just generosity.
Sorry, 1 second. Amanda? Right. Okay, sorry, I'll be there in 2 minutes. I just think you need to have some direction, you know. What's your end game?
I'm looking after the granny.
Well, that's not an end game, is it? That's just what you're doing tomorrow. Sorry, 1 second. Harry? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to be there in 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. Nonna is so happy. Thank you. Oh, nice to meet you. Zach, come on.
Ava, do you want the water? Are you all right to clean that up, Alice? Yes. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Nice to meet you, Toby. Nice to meet you.
Hey, where's that man?
I don't know, it's called Toby.
Do you ever think about how you want to die?
Yeah,
Where would you be?
on a bus.
Is it busy?
No, it's empty. Actually, there's one guy with an instrument.
Is he playing it?
No,
Is it me?
no,
Am I there?
yes.
Does it crash?
No.
Well, no, I was actually just calling about, do you remember I sent you an email a few days ago about how I'd started the blog again? And I was just wondering if you wanted to get involved with that, because a few people who've been messaging in have been asking about Toby as well. Well, I'd just ask you some questions about, you know, what he was like, and the more of a sort of clear picture of your son that we can give, the more likely they are to... Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, yeah. I'm just staying with a friend in Hampshire, yeah.
Anything anyone ever does has an effect on more than just oneself. I'm not sure that's something that Toby ever really fully understood. And you know, when we went to Disneyland, I used to worry that Toby would float off and the balloon would stay behind. Maybe that's why they got on. They both just seemed like holograms. And I think in the end they just became so vague they disappeared. Be careful on these paving slabs because they're very, very slippery. I want to get one of those power washers, you know, on the telly. Come in, come in. So, welcome. I'll just put the kettle on.
Do you want to read it out, Alan?
No.
It's a storybook that I found in Toby's bedroom.
I know.
It's all right if I film it, though?
I'll read it out loud.
Okay.
I'll read it
Okay,
out loud.
yeah. It's better.
Sorry.
Alan, that's not the best place for the... If we're going to read it, should we go somewhere a bit lighter?
Okay.
Ava's just told me that you pulled out today and tomorrow.
Yes, I did. You said it was fine.
Well, it's not fine, Alice, because now we're looking after her instead of going to watch The Lion King.
Well, I'm unavailable.
Everything's so easy for you, isn't it? Oh, I can't remember, I can't be bothered, I can't manage. Well, I wanted to surprise Ava with tickets to The Lion King, and now you've fucked everything up as usual.
It's just frozen. I just warmed it up, really.
He freezes them in bulk.
Your mother always used to keep the freezer up. She sort of tipped up.
Yeah.
Up to brimful.
Yeah. You can fit even more in there. Hey.
I've just been doing some blog stuff with your dad. He's asleep.
There's nothing, there's no news or anything.
No, I've just been... let me put the kettle on. We'll have a chat. Come in. What do you think it means? There were no stars and no light, so the aliens could not see. I can see why they got on, actually.
He did it when my mum was unwell. That's why he wrote it. just, I don't know, wanted to cheer up, I guess.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's
sorry,
fine. No, don't apologise.
I just feel bad about using that phone.
It's fine, honestly. It's just one didn't know what he meant. That's all.
It's strange, isn't it, when your mum dies? What the fuck?
Yeah.
The Hubble disaster was because of a 1 micron thick layer of paint, where the sort of umbilical came through to the back of the mirror, and because they hadn't.
But you know, the
calculated
hilarious thing
that-
is because the Americans are working in inches and the British are working in centimetres. That's what happened. $1 billion that mistake cost.
Yeah, so they had to go out to space and give it some spectacles.
Yeah, that's what I'm always telling the Americans. Use centimetres, please.
There is coffee if you want it.
I've got tea, thank you.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. Have you got time for foraging? Mushrooms?
We might not, if that's all right.
You can absolutely not come. Yes, that's one of the two main choices you have is not coming.
No, we've kind of got stuff to
Most
do.
people in the world are not coming, and you'll be remembered as the man who didn't come.
I might be heading into London to see some people next week, so I'll send you a text.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe I'll come check out the boat while I'm there too.
Last call for foraging? No?
And please get in touch if you know anything at all. The slightest thing.
I know it feels weird. It gets easier when you've done it a few times.
Yeah, okay. Like
That's very good, actually, that leaning.
Good pose, yeah.
Yeah, let's just do one more.
Leaning
Because
again?
of the no, not the
No.
lead, just because of the astrophysics. I thought maybe if I get the sky in.
Oh yeah, I could stand on here maybe.
Yeah, go on then. Okay.
Yeah.
Off you go.
My name
and
is...
action. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously very upset. We don't know what's going on. But like...
So as I say, people don't like it when I've had
Positive.
quite negative
All right,
feedback
okay.
on the miserable, even though you would have thought it would encourage people to have sympathy. It's just so purely positive input.
I'm feeling
I
great.
can't see your face, Charlie.
Yeah.
Get
you
down.
can't, okay.
But
And
it's
the
just
more
ways of-
interest we can get, the better. So
Exactly.
I understand that.
Ways of getting clicks. So I was thinking maybe even we could do some sort of stunts of falling over and things.
Yeah.
Just
I can
because if
do you
one
want
of
me
those
to take my
becomes
shoe off and then
vi-
you can rest it against my shoe, maybe.
Yeah, go on.
Is that
Yeah, thank you. We won't see that. There we go. That's nice.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Zach Pratt here on www.findalice.com. Standing to my right is Dr. Charles Clark. You've got some news for us, Charlie.
That's right, I'm back in the UK. I've got some time off. We're going to be looking for Toby and Alice, and if you've got any information, please get in touch. We're really positive. We're going to get lots of help from you guys.
I'm sorry about the photo, by the way. That's the only... I got it from his mate Emil. I don't know if you... Is it all right if we just... Because this is quite a nice shot, if we just do some running around? Because I might make a... on GarageBand, like a theme tune.
and a small beef.
Beef, thank you.
They're just bringing out the veg for you, all right?
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
That
So,
looks
sort of arty sort of thing.
I think so. I mean, that I can believe that you'd see that in the Saatchi gallery or something like that. But it's just, you know, zoom out.
Yeah.
It's a pint
Just
of
through
beer,
beer is
but
all it
actually,
is,
when
yeah.
you go right in there, what's the best pint you've ever had?
Best pint I've had. Oh, you know what I like? Maybe like in Belgium once had a really nice lager.
Like the Weiss beer.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually quite like sometimes. Someone asked me that once.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah. Sorry. What's your
I
best
said,
pint?
well, mine was actually.
You
a
don't
pint
usually
of-
ask a question like that if you've got an answer yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
my answer is a pint of water.
Good answer.
You glad you came?
Definitely. Yeah, having a good time. Anyway.
I was just explaining to Charlie that Alice and I used to have a game with these things called Time Machine, where, so if I wanted to go 2,000 years into the past, I'd do 20 turns this way clockwise, and then I'd be, you know, we'd both be Romans. And sometimes we'd go into the future and we'd be aliens, or we'd just spin round and round and round and round for ages until we were dinosaurs. Did you have any games with these, Charlie, with Toby?
Yeah, Toby, we used to throw them at each other a bit sometimes. I used to make Toby stand on the lawn and then try and get it over, like, you know what I mean, yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, you can do it.
Ah! Go on then. Things don't happen that cannot be explained.
Well, things don't happen that cannot be explained. I think that things do happen that aren't explained. I mean, I think that
But that's what this is all about. That's what we're doing is...
But we do need to prepare ourselves for perhaps never having an explanation. I mean, that's why I think a lot of
But I
people
think
have
you
brought up
say
these-
that because you're a physicist, and that's what your whole, you know, subject is based on. Is what is it? Is it a particle? Is it a wave? It doesn't matter. You know, you're happy with that kind of. But in life, people who exist in life rather than in space, I think we do expect to have some answers and some facts.
Zach, I'm not happy with it at all. I'm just saying that it may be the
I
case
know,
that
but
we
you're
won't
just
have an
your
explanation.
perspective. I think you're cushioned by your background, which is that you're an astrophysicist, and obviously tied up in that is quite a lot of unexplained stuff. You know, like what is inside a black hole?
Yeah, I say again.
You don't know.
The
Do
two
you?
worlds.
I mean, do you know what is inside a black hole?
You know, we know various things about the inside of a black hole. That really isn't relevant
Well,
here.
tell us then. What is inside a black hole?
Well, obviously we know that there's a lot of dense matter in there. I mean, that we know that much. We can't say the exact form that matter takes. We know there's, you know, various things. So singularity, for instance, you may not know what that is, but
singularity.
Yeah, we know something about the structure of the inside of a black hole, perhaps, or at least our lack of understanding is known, if you will, in the Donald Rumsfeld sense.
And
it's a known unknown. But
that's where you and I part ways, I think, is that, you know, in your camp it's perfectly fine to say we have a lack of understanding and laugh about it, whereas I think for most people, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not good enough. You know, I
I'm not
appreciate the
suspecting-
thought, it's just that I have been doing this for a while,
I know,
you
I'm
while
just-
you've been finishing your PhD,
I'm just,
and
yeah, I'm just.
I've covered
I'm
the
just, no, I
bases.
just
This is
thought
the
you
only
might
option
not. I know,
left,
I know.
you
It's
know,
just
is-
helpful to talk about it over, I think.
Well, if you
sometimes.
need to talk about it just for yourself, then obviously that's fine.
For instance, Zach, I mean, I just put a poster there on the post. I suspect that an official's going to come along and take that away tomorrow morning.
Well, I've asked them not to do that.
Well...
You're giving up, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're going...
Oh, no, you can't do it.
They're going up.
All right, fine.
Can you get off the tent, please?
No, because I don't want you to go.
Zach, get off the tent.
Why are you abandoning me? Well, that's bullying. That's just the same as what people did at school, so... Get off!
Can you let go of the bag, please? Can you let go of the bag, please?
Zach, you do what you want. This is getting stupid. You want to talk to someone? Speak to a counsellor.
How long have you been doing this? 3 weeks.
That video goes online.
How long
I'm
do you think I've
reporting
been
it.
doing it? Physics is bullshit! My attitude has always been finish what you've started, do the job properly, and that applies to everything from this to like doing your laundry, meals. You know, if you've ordered the meal, finish the meal, don't be pathetic. I never leave any food on my plate. I can't stand it when people leave sort of bits of meat, and it's pathetic. Relationships, you know, I have had sex with 3 people in my life. The first time, it doesn't really count. The second time, she tried to put her finger in my arse, so the relationship, unfortunately, didn't really last very long. But the third person I was with, we met at a yoga class, and then we were together for nearly 8 years. And if I'd had my way, it would have been till one of us died, because I just don't understand the point of having a relationship where it's like, oh yes, let's just fuck each other for a few months, and then, oh sorry, I'm not sure about it anymore. Well, why bother then? Do it properly, have the relationship, get old, have hemorrhoids, get Alzheimer's, you know, die in the same house.
Hello, Alice. Oh,
Hi.
Alice, Nonna is so happy. You've done such a good job.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Oh.
Alice, is it alright if we just have a quick word?
Okay, where?
Anywhere, it's not a big deal.
Brilliant. So you can be an
I
events
just wanted to
manager.
apologise for how I've been over the last few months. I know I haven't been myself, and I've decided I'm going to quit my job, actually. I'm just trying to get everything straight and generally be a better
Skills
person.
are so important to
They are.
be.
It's all getting all right.
I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah.
Right, so that's... Okay, that's your response, is it?
Yes,
Yes,
should
no,
do that.
yes. Well, it's, yeah.
I accept your apology. Or...
Well, yes, but also,
Well,
you know,
sisters,
if I'm
no.
offering that's okay, is it?
I think so,
Right,
yeah.
if we're going to be like that, then you owe me £420.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. £1,200 for the boat minus £780 for the granny is £420. That's what
Well,
you
I'm
owe
not
me.
taking money for the granny stuff, so no, I don't. I owe you £1,000.
Okay,
I think it's an argument.
Oh, granny didn't have to find
Well, I haven't had time to look for other work because I've been looking after the granny.
fucking hell.
Yeah, get her.
Zach, is everything okay?
Yes, thank you, Ava. I'm just talking to her,
Well,
okay?
just calm down.
I am calm, thank you. I'm dealing with it. I'm just having a chat with Alice. Is that okay?
Yes, but just breathe.
What do you mean breathe? Of course I'm breathing. I'm breathing. I'm trying to stay on top of this. If you could just allow me some space.
Okay,
Thank you
but
very
be
much.
quick because we're
I'm
going
trying
to
to
the
be quick, but you
table.
keep talking to me, so I'm talking to you instead of
Look,
talking to her, aren't
Zach,
I?
you have apologized. Now let's
Yes,
go.
I apologised, and what happened? She threw it
Alice
back in
will
my
find
face.
her own work.
Well, she would have had a job by now if you'd let me handle this instead of interfering and asking her to look
No,
after
I'm
your
sorry,
fucking
don't you
grandma.
dare bring my grandma
Well, now we're in
into this.
exactly the same situation
No.
as we were before.
Because I'm trying
she
to
is
help
still
you.
arrogant, she is still ungrateful, she
talk
still
to
doesn't
her.
understand any of the things that we have done for her. I'm here trying to
You
make
are
amends.
out of
Look what you're
order.
doing.
You give her a hard
I am a
time
good
all the
manager
time
of
'cause you're
complicated
controlling.
situations. That is
No,
part
you
of
need
my
to
employment.
stop it.
That is on
You
my
need to
CV,
move on
and you are interrupting
from
me.
all of this
I am trying to manage a
bullshit.
complicated situation with one of the most arrogant people any of us have ever encountered in our entire lives, and you are getting in the way. You are getting in the way.
You're going to die if you
fuck
carry
off
on
then.
with this.
Fuck off then, because I think I'm doing a good job.
No.
And it's your fault because you just keep having a go at me, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, let's go. I'm finished.
Oh, very clever. Very clever. Go for the jug. Ava, don't be so fucking pathetic.
That'll be £420, please.
Right, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Who's Mr. Nice Guy?
I am Mr. Nice Guy! Oh, you think that's funny, do you? You little urchin! You think that's funny, do you? I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. Come on, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Ava, look, I'm sorry I lost my temper, but can we just go, please?
No.
Ava, I'm sorry for
I
shouting at
don't
you.
want
Let's
to
go
do
to lunch.
this anymore. I've had enough. You're a fucking
I
mess.
apologise for losing my temper. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shouted at you. I've calmed down. Let's just go to lunch.
Your head is somewhere else, Zach.
I don't know what that means. I'm right here.
Fucking say something, please. Say something to me. I'm gone. I'm gone from this car. I am gone. Look at me. Look at me, please.
If there's anything that I've learned, you know, from my experiences, I think it's that all of this nonsense about giving into your fears and whatever will be, and, you know, just allow things to happen, it's absolute nonsense, because my personal experience is that the second I took my eye off the ball, everything went to absolute shit, you know. And you see these parents kind of allowing their kids to play on seesaws and swings, and it's like, what are you doing? They're going to break their necks. They're going to break their fucking necks. Perfect example. Probably should keep my eye on the road there. Obviously, joy does sort of poke its head above the parapet every now and again, but it's like a sort of taking a shot of some small potion or something, and you feel brilliant for about 3 seconds. And then for weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe years, you're vomiting, and you're shitting yourself, and you're crying, and you're writhing in pain. I think the wisest way to think of happiness, actually, is just as the first stage of sadness. Because what I've learned from experience is that, oh, I feel happy. Guess what? Any second now, you are going to have the entire world taking a massive crap on your head. That's just how it works. That's just fact.
Something about, you know, fields like this, they just make you feel free, don't they? Ava would have absolutely loved this. I don't think Alice would have cared particularly, but Ava would have absolutely loved this.
Softly spoken, frame, what broken, I'm safe in the grave. I'll be
The difference between when Mum died and this is that I don't know what's going on with Alice. I don't know where she is. Whereas when Mum passed away, there was a funeral and she left us a note that said, "Dear Zach and Alice, thank you for being such beautiful children. Look after each other." I fucked that up, didn't I? Please forgive me.
straps and rubber, pain, cracked up covers, behave, be ashamed, I'll be the reasonable claim they're not to blame. The reasonable claim to be saved.
You all right?
Yes. You okay?
Yeah.
No, you sit down
All right,
because you're the
thank
guest.
Okay. I'm just sorry for being a twat,
No.
basically.
No, I'm a twat. I mean, I'm so sorry for being difficult.
Oh no, I mean, it's my fault. It's mainly my fault. It's not entirely my fault. Most of it is my most of it is my fault.
Yeah, no.
And this is genuinely lovely. So thank you very much,
thank
both of
you.
you.
Look,
Oh no.
cheers, yeah.
Well, why not? Let's
Yeah,
do it.
cheers.
It's one of the
Cheers,
most comforting meals I've had
Oh.
in quite a long time. So.
Yeah.
Have I said something strange? I've brought the
No,
mood down, haven't I?
no,
Brought the mood down.
you haven't
Sorry.
said anything. No.
I wanted to ask you. We wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
Just we were thinking about going on a little trip,
Yeah.
and we were wondering whether or not we could take the boat.
Yeah.
I can drive it.
Yeah.
What, like to Uxbridge or something like that, you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
no,
Well, yeah, well,
just sort of
well,
see
maybe,
where
yeah.
we end up.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Well, they wanted to murder
that.
Zach.
I know that feeling.
They wanted to murder you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Well, I don't.
Someone tried to murder you, I murder them. But at the same time,
Yeah.
what I mean,
yeah,
I suppose,
yeah,
if anyone is going to murder you, it's going to be me. Oh, fucking hell! What have you done to me?
Not like this! Cheers for that. He used to
love that one. Don't live it down. You never live it down.
No,
Don't, man.
I've never lived it down. I've never lived it down.
That's it.
I've never lived it down.
I've never lived it down.
Ah, that was very good.
How does that work? Where is
I'll
it?
never
Where
tell.
is it?
Well, that's a big question.
And that's magic.
Everyone always does that. No, you have to.
Do you do this?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Charleston.
I am only human. Why else would I put you through hell? Through hell. Through hell. So please forget me, darling. Forget me, darling. Do. Forget me, darling, I won't run home. I'll lay aside our patterns undue. Lay aside our multiform hue. Be brave.
I love you.
I love you too.
Please forget me, darling, forget me, darling, do. Please forget me, darling, forget me, darling, do.
And then now, Toby, if you could pull it to the bank.
Yeah.
And then if you guys just walk the back along. Do you see what we're trying to do? A pivot.
Yeah.
So, Alice, you just need to very gently push that forwards when we're facing the right direction.
Is he pushing it forwards? That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
There we go.
Okay.
Not that way yet. This way.
Yeah.
That's the one. And then you just try and keep it roughly straight now. Careful of.
Yeah.
So let's just ease off on the ease off. Nice. Is it Dawn and Arthur?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell which is which?
Hi, I'm Zach.
Small girl, dark hair, sweet-looking boy, about your height, slightly vacant expression.
Yeah, we got a good look at them. And then as soon as we saw your website, we said, didn't we? We said, that's them. That's the couple that went into the tunnel.
We were out walking our dog before bed, you see, and we saw a boat driving along the canal. And we saw them go into the tunnel. So we carried on walking. And we thought, we'll probably catch them up, see them when they come out the other end.
They sail about walking pace, you see, the narrow boats.
But then, when we got to the far end, they didn't come out. So we had a quick peer in, and we could very faintly hear the engine, couldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
And we thought, I wonder why they've slowed down. So we just assumed they must have decided to have a quick snog or something, didn't we?
And then there was a bright light. Just a quick flash, nothing spectacular. And after that, we couldn't hear the engine anymore. Oh, thank you.
Once upon a time, a family of happy aliens were flying through space on a long journey. One day, their spaceships got sucked through a giant hole into the darkest universe. Here, there were no stars and no light, so the aliens could not see, and they were all very scared. But then their eyes got used to the dark. There was light all along. Everything was very beautiful.
Dawn and Arthur. Thank you.
I got you something, a little present, just to say thank you for the boat and for everything.
Okay.
I'll be all right. Don't worry about me.